Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Loose inside the 30. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st first down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now Jones. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From just shy of midfield, Brady over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off play action. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On first down, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. That'll be complete to Breida. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Fournette, a first down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Fournette once more on second down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now they'll throw with Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead is now 17-3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go. He's got a man, complete!
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle with Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the... 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Kayvon Thibodeau buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Finding space at the 40.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Again, it's Fournette. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Hey, check it.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Powers through him. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones now throwing to start the drive. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. 1 quarter remains.